We all dream of winning the lottery. No more worrying about the bills to be paid and being able to buy anything you want. But no matter how many times you enter a lottery, the chances are a lot higher that you will lose a lot of money on it than you will be a millionaire one day. Money problems often arise because we want more than we can afford. For some, a good meal is more than you can afford. For others, a new mobile phone or car is something you can't afford. There is a great temptation to make use of loans or credits without carefully considering the long-term consequences. After all, the loan must be repaid with interest. The easier it is to get a loan, the higher the interest rate. Tips to avoid financial problems. Tip number 1. Write down your expenses. Do you know how much your daily, weekly, and monthly costs are? How much money do you spend each month on rent, energy, food, and drink? Make sure you keep that money aside so that you can pay these costs. It may seem like a boring and tedious job, but you get a much better view of your expenses. Tip number 2. Think long-term. Do you have to pay your house rent again next week? Need something to be repaired soon? Have you set aside some money in case something breaks? Don't buy a car or motorcycle if you don't earn enough money to pay for fuel and maintenance. Tip number 3. With every larger purchase, consider whether you really need it. Do you need that new piece of clothing or that new phone? Or do you buy it because people around you are better dressed or have bought an expensive phone? Tip number 5. Avoid temptation. If you go to a mall, you quickly buy something nice that you don't actually need at all. How much time do you spend on shopping websites? Find another way to spend your time that is also satisfying. Tip number 6. Sell what you don't need anymore. Sometimes you buy things that you actually don't need anymore. You can often easily sell them on a second-hand sales website or at a local flea market. Tip number 7. What is really important when you give someone something? Time and attention are much more valuable gifts than an expensive present. There is more to life than money. Even if you win the lottery, you will not be happier in the end. A lot of research has already been done on this. Winning the lottery gives you happiness for a short time, but not in the long run. Point 1. Conclusion. Money and things are a way to show our status. But does all that stuff really give us status? What is your opinion about people who own more than you? In life, there are more important things than money and possessions. Happiness is not for sale. Like and subscribe if this video was helpful to you. Thanks.